How do you handle when there is a homeowner or resident in their garage, on their front porch, outside? How do you handle that? Well, I make it very, very simple. I put them in charge. I ask them one simple question. What is up, everybody? I am putting on my walking shoes because today we are handing out some flyers. So I'm gonna be taking you guys with me along for the ride. I've got my AirPods and we're gonna listen to some podcasts, put up some door hangers to hopefully get some new customers for our new location. Let's get after it. All right, here it is. Look at this. I don't even know how many stacks this is, but 5,000 flyers. We are about to go door to door and hand these out. Let me give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes inside scoop of what a normal Monday looks like as a dual GM here, okay? So this morning we start our crews when it's really hot because we're going in June, July, August. We try to start them really, really early. So that way they are basically wrapping up by, I'd say 2:30 at the latest. We try to get them out of the heat as best as we possibly can. I'm gonna put my lunch down here so it's not so squeaky. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for 4 years now, so we know it gets hot. I'm out there too. Nobody likes that super humid 3-4 in the afternoon, just miserably hot. So we really try to get them out before that. Let's see. So this morning we did our team meeting at 6:30, and that generally lasts about an hour. We basically just go over like any yellow slips, things that the team's doing really well, and things that need to get improved. So we dive into that. And then after that, we do like our fluid checks on all of our equipment. So oil changes, or not oil changes, but oil checks and, engine coolant, fluids, just all of the fluids, windshield wipers, stuff like that. Make sure everything is running top notch. And then after that, the crews really roll out and the day begins. So the crews are already dispatched in the morning, so when they come in, they can see exactly what they need. All right, check this out. This is all gonna be a new build development out here. They're putting in hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of homes. If you look over here, this is a brand new community. It's called Silverado, and they've built probably 3,000 homes already. And there's gonna be a total of 5,000 cookie cutter properties that we're gonna be able to market to. If you look over here on this side, this is a whole brand new other community. It's called Aspen Meadows, and they are, I don't know how many homes are going in here, but these are all literally brand new homes within the last 12 months. It is insane out here in the Texas market. Let me tell you guys, so much business, so much customers. Let's get after it. All right, we're out here handing out flyers. Probably put out maybe 250 already. Getting the cardio steps in today. So I want to give you guys a little bit of advice, and you can take it for what it's worth, or basically what I just want to do is share my experience with you guys, right? So what I've found that works really well is anytime you're handing out flyers, is to obviously follow the no solicitor, respectful rule. So if there's ever a house that has a no solicitor sign up there, obviously we don't put a flyer there just because we're trying to respect their boundary. They don't want it, so we move on, okay? The other thing that we do that works really well too is we try to not walk on the grass. I think it's just it might be a military thing. Obviously in the military you don't walk on the grass, but this is their home, so we don't want to interfere with their their yard that we're trying to make green and healthy anyway. So that is another thing that we do. It's 250 flyers roughly in the book today. We're going to continue to hand out these flyers, and what I want to mention to you guys is here's the question: how do you handle when there is a homeowner or a resident in their garage, on their front porch, outside? How do you handle that? Well, it's pretty simple. So when I walk up to that house, I don't skip them and keep moving forward awkwardly. I go and I talk to them, and I make it very, very simple. I put them in charge. I ask them one simple question. I take this flyer and I walk up to them and I say, hey, do you mind if I hand you a flyer? Let them answer that question. Literally 100% of the time, they're always like, well, what is it? Or sure, or yeah, like they're curious, right? So and it puts them in control of the situation. I don't sound like some weird guy coming up, here's a flyer, or just skipping them and looking like rude, So that is how I basically handle them. I just say, hey, do you mind if I hand you a flyer? And 9 out of 10 times, literally, actually, I don't think I've ever had somebody that said, no, you can't hand me a flyer. That's kind of rude if they did, right? So, but it also gives them control of the situation. So hopefully that helps. If you guys come across that, you could use that tactic. So, big nugget from the podcast that I was listening to, Alex Hormozy talks about most people in business, in life, in general, striving towards big goals, right? Most people underestimate the effort that it is going to take to accomplish those goals. Most people go out and put forth 100th percentage of the effort and expect the results of 100x. The math doesn't line up. And what we have to do is rewire our brains. Grant Cardone actually wrote a book about this. It's called 10X. Phenomenal book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. But if you think it's going to take 1,000 flyers, 10X it in your mind. Say it's going to take 10,000 flyers in my mind to get where I want to go. Okay? Use that rule. It helped us. It helps us each day. But 10X it, 100X it. Just don't underestimate the amount of effort it's going to take to get you to your goals. All right, so a little quick tip also. What I also do when I'm handing out flyers is I park right here in front of the entrance, okay? So this is the entrance to the community off that main road right there. And what happens is a lot of the cars will come in and I'm parked right here. So I get a touch point. They see the truck, they pull in their driveway, they see a flyer, that's already 2 touch points, okay? All of this is marketing psychology, okay? Whenever I see those little community mailbox, because I don't know if you can tell, but none of these houses have a mailbox up in front. They have community mailboxes. So I failed to do this today, but I'm going to get more signs. So we use these little yard stakes for our weed control. I'm literally going to put 1 or 2 of them right where all of these people have to go to get their mail. I don't even need to put a time, don't even need to put a date on the sign. I'm just going to pop. It's got our logo. It's got our call to action, call now for services. And that would be our 3rd touch point. I just checked the step tracker and we walked 6.5 miles today. I probably handed out flyers for maybe 3 to 4-ish hours, but definitely a good start. I'm glad the flyers came in. This is day 1 of the grind. So over the next few weeks, we will definitely try to get all of these flyers out to all of these new communities out in this section and area. So that way we can get our name out there and start to grow our lawn care business. All right, guys, that is a wrap for today. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm. Hit subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more great content, and we'll see you guys next time.